I think we are far enough away from the copyrighted music to not get copyright struck here. Plus, we're in the shade of this lovely tree here because it is a squelcher here in Oklahoma. We've done half of the rides here so far at Kiddie Park. They are 75 cents a ticket, and every ride is a ticket. There are some exceptions to that, like we did the carousel, and parents ride for free on the carousel. So it would have been 3 tickets, it was only 1 ticket. So it's free admission, you can come in here, and then like I said, it's 75 cents a ride, so with certain exceptions. I think miniature golf is 2 tickets? I don't know, I had heard that, I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't know that we'll be doing that. Our track record for miniature golf is not great. Yeah. So anyways, I think we definitely want to go check out the roller coaster again. That one looks pretty fun. And then there's a whirling dervish over here where you could spin in a circle faster while you're spinning in another circle. And although that ride does not sound good to me, Madison may have fun doing that. So we may do that. A couple of like little planes that I remember riding as a little kid at like Busch Gardens and stuff. So definitely some fun little rides here. It's definitely a younger crowd. These are definitely meant for, I would probably say, under 6 or 7 to be good. I think you could probably have a couple of bigger kids on some of the rides, like if you were a bigger sibling and you had younger siblings, I think a couple of them could be okay, but this is definitely not a older kid area. But really great little park. I had read that the history of this place is that the guy that created it used to go to a like adjoining town with his family where they had a park, and one day he said to his parents, "Why don't we have a park in our town?" And they were like, "Oh, we don't know, that's a good question." So at church the next day they posed the question to their friends, "Why don't we have a park in our town?" And so they brought it up to the county board, and they were like, "I mean, if you fund it, let's do it." And so they did like bake sales and raised a bunch of money, and then they put in the park. Unfortunately, I think that park is not this park. It sounded like somebody came in and bought them out for a business, but then the government said, okay, well then we'll lease this area of a park, which is much bigger, to build your park on, and thus Kiddie Park was born. So I think that's like a super Spark Notes version of what actually happened, but I read something somewhere once on the internet like 3 days ago, so I think I'm good on that.
Well, that about wraps up Oklahoma. We had a great time at the Kiddie Park tonight, and all in all, a great relaxing stay the week we were here. We're excited tomorrow to start our trek to Kansas.
That's right. Oklahoma, you're okay. No, just kidding. You were really great. We had a great time here. Fortunately, we all got a little sick.
That happens. It's
I think
called 3-year-old crud.
And I think just going so hard the last couple of weeks, we've been going. So I think it finally caught up with us. It was great. This week was super chill. We went to Woolarock and that museum and the wildlife refuge and stuff. And then right after that, we all started kind of coming down with something.
There was about 4 days where we barely left the rig. But we're feeling a little better
Which
now.
was good because we had a lot of work to do. So we caught a lot of work up. I was able to work on some of the stuff on the rig. I was able to get a lot of the vlog work done. I've been kind of putting that stuff off since we were having such a blast last week when we were hanging out with the Gribbins. So it's way past her bedtime, but she wanted to be a part of the closer. So I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie.
And I'm Madison.
From here today.
Where tomorrow.
And we'll see you there.
Good night.
Good night.